This is a demonstration of using a story pole to make an accurate interlock for two modules of different shapes that will be making a lamp. The first module is a pentagon and the second is a triangle, and they will match each other. They match in length like this on the sides of the triangle and the pentagon so that they will interlock together to make the lamp. Now what I did first was I drew the pentagon using my Pentamaker Pro, and it made it very quick to draw that pentagon of a given size, and I made the triangle using just a simple compass. Okay, the other thing that I did was make a template for my extension, and I just traced it around each of these sides of the polygons until I had them all done and cut them out. So now what I need to do is make accurate interlocks that use a very simple method of no rulers, no measuring, nothing really complicated at all, just a very simple idea of using this piece of paper, which I call a story pole. It's just a scrap of paper, and I got a thin piece because it's easy to sort of see through it. So what I'm going to do is design my interlock based on my pentagon, and all I have to do is lay this paper down so that I can check the length of my edge here, or the side of the pentagon, and make a mark that shows the left side and then the right side. Those determine the size of my overall story pole length, and what I'm going to do is just bring these together until the two marks touch each other like that, and you can actually see through the paper because it's thin enough, and just fold it in half like this, and now I've found the exact center. So I'm going to mark the center there so I can see it. Now I've got the center point of this line length, and I'm going to create an interlock. Now an interlock is something that you'll see in just a short time that allows for the two pieces to hook together and fit really well together. So one thing you have to do is make sure you don't go starting your interlock too close to this edge. So I'm going to come in a little bit and make a mark, and I think it'll be about that big. I'm making it big so it's easy to see, and it's going to be a simple tongue design, so it comes down in a curve like that. Okay, so this little shape right here, I'm going to mark on my story pole where I've positioned that. Mark it right here, and this will be the tongue position. And then I can flip the story pole around and mark where the slit cut needs to be made on the other side. You will see what it does in just a short period of time. So I set down the story pole and I make a little mark here. Now I'm going to go just a tiny bit wider than the tongue size. I mean, maybe 0.5 millimeter on each side, so that I can actually make it fit easily into that slit cut that I'm going to do. The last thing that I have to mark is where the center of this is, and then I'm going to do some erasing. You'll see that once I've developed, oh yes, I need to mark off where the slit is going to be. So my story pole has these elements to it. It has, one side, the other side of the line segment. It has where the slit's going to be, the center, and the tongue shape. And I drew it all right here. So all I have to do now is erase the irrelevant parts of this that I will not cut later. And what's remaining is just, I'll darken it so it's easy to see on the camera. What I need is this cut all the way across here, and then I need a slit cut across there. Now I'm going to do this all around the whole thing, and I can use my story pole now to just repeat everything. So I just lay this down and make my marks. There will be a total of 5 of them that I do, and go like this, and then I'm going to erase what I don't care about that I don't want to have cut by mistake. Go to the next one. I do it all around, and you'll see that I can do this very quickly, but also it'll be accurate when it's finished. I don't need to have any kind of ruler device or anything to measure with, because this is doing all of it. Now, as I'm doing this, working it out, I'm going to tell you why the tongue shape is a curve as opposed to maybe an easier to cut shape like a shape like that. The curve makes it easy to tuck them in, as you will see once I get this cut out. So you go around all the way, get the last ones, Now notice that I could fold the story pole on one edge. That makes it easy to use it like a handle. And the reason it's called a story pole is because it's a traditional tool that's used in furniture design and cabinetry back in the old days, when you would want to make sure that you're getting accurate measurements between one thing and another, or positioning something. You get a stick and you mark it with a bunch of marks that are not measured with a ruler, and instead they just say this is the height of it and it's going to be repeated, or this is the depth of something, it's just repeated, and you don't have to actually have any numbers to kind of mess up and forget about. Like if you had to go out 2 feet 6.5 inches, you could measure that pretty good, but you could also just mark 2 feet 6.5 inches on a stick, and then every time you put your stick there, you've got a measurement. So there it is, designed and produced around the entire pentagon. I'll do the same on a triangle now. And they all match because the sides match each other's lengths. That was part of the lamp design problem. So I've got my first one here. Erase a few things. My second one. Now this does show one thing because a triangle, this is such a big interlock that I'm designing. It's close to here, and the triangle is fairly small, so it would make some sense to possibly scoot this over a little bit so they don't interact, but I'll cut it out anyway and see how well it fits together. Okay, just one more to do, and then I'll do some cutting. Now I didn't have to do the cutting ahead of time. I could have cut it all at the same time. Instead of cutting the whole shape out, I could have drawn all this up ahead of time and then cut the entire thing, but I was saving some time on camera. Okay, so now I've got my triangle module and my pentagon modules with all their interlocks drawn on them. So now I'm going to use an X-Acto knife to cut this out. So I'm making a cut across here. I don't have to be precise about this because it's a prototype, but I will try to be somewhat accurate. Now, if I cut it correctly, that should be loose, and it is. It comes open like that. Okay, then I need to cut a slit across here. Now, I will show you a thing I can do with that slit to make it easier to work, but this, I'm not going to cut the rest because I don't need to right now, but I do need to do this one. So you notice that on both of these objects, both of the modules, I have the tongue on my left and the slit on my right. They're not opposite each other, they're the same as each other. So this one also opens the same way, and you can see that they are on the same side as each other here. But when you put the pieces together this way, they're opposite. So you notice that I can open this up, open that one up, and slide the two together, and they meet nicely in the middle. And now this will tuck into that slot there, and this will tuck into that one there, and I now have a nice interlock. Now you notice that it's kind of messy, the pencil line is showing and everything. It looks clean on the backside. One of the things you can do to make sure that isn't a mess is to actually put it so that the pencil lines are on the other side, but I'm just going to erase them and show you how clean I can make this. Get all that going as much as I can. Okay, that was pretty clean. Do the same for here. We'll see how good it looks when that's cleaned up. Okay, notice I was able to take this apart without it tearing the paper, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to put these back together. They go down to the middle, and then I just let this go into the slot, that one into there, and there. That's a much nicer looking finish to it, and that was done very quickly. The whole thing should interlock really nicely. I can shake this all over the place. It's not going to come apart. I can throw it down. I can try to tug on it. It's held together very, very strongly. Okay, so that is a simple interlock designed using nothing more than just a strip of paper to make a story pole after I drew my polygons and designed the extension. All I needed was an X-Acto knife and a pencil and eraser. I did use a compass. I used my Pentamaker Pro, which is not anything most people can get a hold of because I created this thing myself, to make pentagons. That's the story. Thank you.